How's everyone doing? How we doing? How we doing? Should this also? How do I look different? I know I'm probably look tired. I haven't really been sleeping or eating lately, but oh yeah, it's down. Shaved it down, so that's what it is. And plus, I haven't shaved in a couple days. How's everyone doing? Oh, well, that's a good thing. Maybe because I just had my birthday, so that's a good thing. I'm just waiting for Skiro to get in here so we can start episode. I feel like I haven't had an episode in a while. It's been a week. It's been a week since we had Focus TV, so I'm excited to be back. Happy to be back. Obviously, with all things considered. I'm just going to wait for Skyward to get in here so we can get started. Hopefully everyone is doing well out there. If you're not watching this now, then you'll be watching this later on our new YouTube channel. So I'm very excited about that. So if you don't catch any of our interviews live, then you'll definitely catch our interviews on our YouTube channel, which will debut July the 4th. So if you don't watch all of it now, that's perfectly fine. They are saved to my IGTV. And then, like I said, they will be put up on the YouTube channel starting July the 3rd. So that'll be debuting very soon as well. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. Just waiting for Skyward to get in here so I can talk with him. The nice thing, especially with everything that's going on, the young man that I'm going to be speaking to coming up, Skiro, Jordan was a former player of mine, so everything that we talk about, talk about educating our youth. I'm very proud, and I had the pleasure of coaching him while he was in high school. I seen that kid grow up a lot from the time that he transferred to the school that I was at to the time that he graduated. So it's very nice to see him doing very, very well, especially in the world that we live in. But, it's all about education and educating our youth so that they do grow up to be successful members of our society. So I'm really happy to have him on. Just waiting for him to get on here, and then we can get started. But I hope everyone's doing well. Obviously, a lot of states are starting to open back up. So, make sure you stay safe. Everything, I'm pretty sure that Corona is still out there. So still follow whatever guidelines that you follow. If you wear a mask, do that. Do what you have to do to stay safe out there. So just make sure you're following all of those guidelines or whatever your state guidelines may be. Just waiting for Skiro to join in. There he is. Let me see here. Perfect. I can't hear you.
What's up, Coach?
What's up, Skiro?
How you been?
I've been okay. I've been good. How about you?
Getting older.
Right. Tell me about it. When you guys get older, it makes me feel older.
I know I'm old when I get up and I gotta make a noise to get up.
Oh, see? You see? And all those times that you guys made fun of me every time I try to get up from something and be like, oh, look, he's an old man. I said it would catch up to you. And now
Take a
look.
deep breath and all.
Right. Look at you. Look at you. Let's just give people a couple, like a minute or so to get in, and then we'll get started.
Yes, sir.
Where are you now? Like, where are you living?
I'm over East Baltimore actually right now.
Okay, with this rag on your head.
Yeah, it's a sweat rag. It's hot in the house.
No, as I see some things don't change. I see.
No, we do not. I'm still
I
silly as
do.
ever.
Never change that. Never change that. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. It's 5 o'clock. I know they put a time limit on this. So everyone who's joining us, thank you for joining me for Focus TV. On tonight's show, I'm very proud, very excited to have a former player of mine, Skiro Jordan, out of Baltimore, Maryland. I coached Skiro I'll say his junior year, even though he didn't play. We're not going to talk about that. But I'll say his junior year and his senior year had a game-winning touchdown for us, the first game of the year, his senior year against Newtown.
Sir.
Guy never caught anything the rest of the season, but that's okay. He caught it when it counted. So, again, with everything that's going on in this world, um, it's kind of ironic to be talking to you because, everything that you see, it is about our youth and making sure that you guys are educated, that you're growing up, that you're being successful, you're not a menace to society, and that you are successful in whatever you're doing. So I'm beaming with pride. I was very excited to do this. So to get it started, how did you get into fitness and lifting? Now I know you want to say me. I got you into lifting, like that. But how did it start? I know your story, but most people won't know your story. So did it start with sports, or how did it start?
It was it's actually funny. So it was more of a consequence. So my
Okay.
father, say if I did something wrong, instead of like punching me on my chest and getting my beating, do a thinking position, which is just a plank with your elbows on the ground. If you drop your hips, you got to start over. And he said you have to do it until I'm tired. So that just grows things. Got to do push-ups. And I've always been a person to go outside. I've really started, I say like fitness. I want to say sixth grade because my gym teacher, actually my mentor now, he had a bench press in the water room where we used to get water at in gym, and he had two pair of dumbbells. I don't know why. Every day I used to go to gym, I did renegade rows with 3 push-ups, and I did a bench press. I think it was 135 for 10 every day I could.
You did. You came into our program strong, so that was good. I never really had to worry about that. We just had to work on your form a little bit, but that's okay. Speaking of your dad, how is your dad, by the way?
Getting's old. This
It's
sky was
he's
getting
right.
old.
It's because he was old, then I was just a little bit younger, and then it was you guys. Now you're older, I'm older. I can only imagine. When did you start playing sports? And has it always been football?
Actually, I'm a big basketball player. I've been playing basketball ever since I want to say 8. I've been playing basketball since I was 8 years old. Like organized, but I've
Right,
been playing basketball my whole
participating.
life. Yeah, participate.
You were okay. It was
So
it was a.
I'm a monster. MVPs and everything.
And then
Actually,
what like you didn't play any Pop Warner?
yeah, I played Pop Warner football. I played for Eastside Raiders and I played for Holy Dirt.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yes, I do remember that. Now, this question. Oh, look at that. Is that the kid?
Yeah,
Thank
little
goodness
Cameron.
thank goodness she doesn't look like you. So that's good. That's,
He's still
so
funny as hell.
so back in school, did you take lifting seriously? And be honest about it because if you didn't, um, do you wish that you did? Like looking back on it?
Um, Serious? I'll say yes. I just wish I was more educated on how serious I was because I
Okay.
didn't I understood that if you do a bench press, you're gonna work on your chest. You do a shoulder press, you're gonna work shoulders. But I didn't know like drop sets, cluster sets, tempo, little stupid stuff like that, which really determines your workout.
Right. So you're real educated with that now, obviously with you training. What made you go into that? Like when did you start doing that?
What training?
Hmm.
I've always wanted to train,
Hmm.
but it's more I wanted to. I'll say basically 11th grade. I was actually in Dunbar when I made the decision from being a paleontologist to be a personal trainer. I made that decision because paleontology,
Paleontologist. I never knew.
yes, too much school. Can't do that. Then you got to find your digs. But that was like 11th grade, and I just seen a personal trainer and the things that they said to somebody and how you can do little things, miniature things to you, but that's can change so much in someone's life.
Right.
And I'm a gradual person. I love giving things out of love. So like that's just showing love. And if you do something you love, you never work a day in your life.
Very true. Very true. So when it comes to training, what is your like specialty? Do you prefer to work with people who are trying to lose weight, who are trying to gain muscle, or you just do it all?
Um, Specialty, I'll say athletic movements, if that makes
Okay.
sense. So
Yeah.
like,
So for more for athletes.
yeah, I'll say that. I still work with regular clientele like fat loss, stability, blah blah. I have some older clients, stuff like that. But my main specialty is I want to say athletes because it's hard to transfer that type of energy from the weight room to the field. A lot of people say you can do it, but like you really have to be put in those movements and to understand what you're doing. So if you understand that it's going to be an impulse instead of you have to think about it.
Right. Now, is there a preference that you have to work with, or no? You
Um,
just
Honestly, I'd rather work with younger basketball kids. I don't know why.
okay. You don't. You just prefer younger basketball kids.
Yeah, I prefer them because one, I like to make fun of them because I'm a football player. So
Okay.
it's fun to make fun of how they can't move their hips. They got to jump so high to do something like that.
Yeah. So when it comes to your training, so I'm going to ask you, what's your philosophy? Because obviously you've seen me coach. You saw the way that I did things and the way we did things, not just in the weight room, but on the field as well. When it comes to training, how do you see yourself training people and your philosophy as far as either you're working with a good client or a difficult client? Like, break that down for me and how that works for you.
No matter who you are, what you are, or what we're doing, I will always make sure you understand what we're doing and why we're doing. Because I feel like too many trainers try to do too many complicated things without like saying to their client, like, we're doing this, so you're gonna
Right.
fill in your arm. You move this way, you'll fill in your shoulder, stuff like that. Because I'm your trainer, you're depending on me to get you right. So I'm gonna refer that knowledge back to you. So if we ever not train again and you gain that weight back, you might actually remember something.
Right. Good. Where'd you learn that from? That sounds quite prophetic.
Hey, I'm getting old. I'll say that.
Okay. Well, you learn from the best, so that's just.
Oh yeah.
I'm just, I'm just saying, and I might have said that a couple times. I don't know. No, but I mean, I understand because it is all about not just about what you're doing, but why you're doing it. Obviously, that equated to a lot of the things that we did on the football field. So, that helps out. Now, are you currently doing anything online or in person?
Yeah, I'm doing online and in person. I don't really want to call it online training. It's
Mm,
more I'll give you a custom plan to what you do, your environment, what kind of stuff you have, like your
okay.
time of day, stuff like that. And then I'll like once a week I'll check in, I'll give you a call, hey, what's up, what you're doing? Or every now and then if you call me during while you work out, I'll watch your form, see what you're doing, stuff like that. I don't want to really call it online, but
Right.
you get what I'm saying. And of
Yeah, no,
course I'm
no.
doing my one-on-one sessions.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to nutrition, what are your views on nutrition as far as
Um,
with what people are doing, depending on what they're doing?
Well, you said it there. It depends on what you're doing because everyone's body is different. Like for me, it took me a long time to learn my own nutrition and how my body works. But I think I'm at to a point now where I kind of understand it to the most point. Um, for most people, I tell them to go on a caloric deficit
Okay.
for like a week or so, see how your stomach feels. If you don't gain any weight, stuff like that, try a different meal, try a different thing. Like for example, I just gave a girl a meal plan. It was an applesauce diet, literally applesauce.
Okay.
It just depends who you are.
Okay. Now, is she trying
Well,
to lose weight?
yeah, she's trying to lose weight. So it's more like, you know how when you get out of hospital and you have like a sore throat or something like that, they give you a soft diet. So mashed potatoes, applesauce, a lot of yogurt. ice cream once a day, stuff like that. Like a lot of people don't understand that you need fat in your diet.
Right.
Don't go crazy, but you need fat.
Right. Yeah. No,
Independent of who
definitely.
you are.
Now, when it comes to your own philosophy, as far as not on you training someone, but you on and your own physical wellness and your fitness, how do you approach that? Is there any difference to it? Do you kind of see yourself maybe being a little more lax with yourself, or maybe a little more difficult on yourself as compared to you training someone?
I'm always more difficult on myself because I'm never satisfied, never, and I
Right.
never will be. Because you stop swimming, you'll drown. But I right now I've kind of worked out my bugs with like my programming, so it's more on my certain movements. Like this COVID-19 thing really made me. I'm more into like rehab and corrective movements, making sure like I have ankle stability, knee stability, and my core trunk flexion is right, stuff like that.
Yeah. What has this pandemic taught you as far
Um,
about as you know about yourself, maybe about your fitness, or maybe just you internally? What do you think it has taught you? Because I
I,
mean, so you just when was the baby born?
the baby was born December 31st.
Okay, so now you have to worry about that. Obviously a lot of things are changing in your life. How did that affect your fitness?
It made me go, I'll say 10 million times harder.
Okay, why?
And it made me it made me think about, I'll say this, it made me reflect. So that day she was born, I wrote a program. She came out. And I looked over the program, I'm like, look, I can change that, I can do this. Let me stop playing with these people. Let me give it 130% and stop giving them 100%. Because they're paying me their money, they trust me. Someone trusts me, I'm gonna make sure they deserve that trust.
Right. Okay. So what is your diet like? What are you trying to do right now as far as maybe once we get out of this? Because I know in Maryland gyms aren't open yet, right?
No, sir, I won't be going back to work for a while.
Okay, okay. Well, our gyms opened up last week, so but that's besides the point. But for you, what are you trying to accomplish now?
My specific goals,
Yeah,
so just as long as fitness, I want to be able to do I can do a handstand, but I want to be able to maintain it for about 5 steps, but you know what I mean, five or
yeah.
six steps. And
Okay,
I want to be able to like get more flexible, which I have been doing, just stretching every day, not being too aggressive on it, but making sure I stretch every day, twice a day. Make sure I do my push-ups, just staying on like a routine. Because as trainers, we people think that we're not human. We're human. I forget to do push-ups some days. Some days I
right,
forget to eat something. But I'm trying a new diet. I'm trying to eat after 1 p.m. I don't know why. I just thought about it one day. Just start eating after 1 p.m.
right.
So that's what I'm
So
doing. And
essentially,
I've
you're
actually lost.
fasting.
Yeah, essentially. I've lost 10 pounds. I don't like to use the word fast.
Okay,
I'm just not eating.
okay.
I
Anyone? Well, I don't think anyone here is going to be who's is going to know Skiro like I do. So I understand. I understand. Yes, I get it. Yes. So what right now? What is your diet like?
um so I'll wake up about, well, it depends on my session, but say if I have a session in the morning, so like Monday, Wednesday, Fridays are usually my busy days. I'll wake up probably 4:50, drink some cold water, wake up my metabolism. Oh, quick fact: this
Mhm.
COVID-19 has really got me on cranberry juice. Really good
Okay.
antibiotic. But take cranberry juice, drink some cold water. I'll, if I remember, I'll do my push-ups, do my sessions, whatever. By the time I'm done that, it'll be noon. I'll be sweaty, take my shower, go home. By the time I'm done that, it'll be about 1 o'clock, 1:30. Get my meal in. Wait till I'll say 5-ish to
Mhm.
put something else into my body. Something small, not nothing, just to hold me over till dinner. And then I'll eat dinner, of course. If I want a late night snack, it has to be like applesauce, something of that nature. But
Okay.
I'll try not to go late night snack. I don't want to make my body digest something as I'm trying to rest.
Right. No, I understand. If Now, do you have any cheat meals? Do you have any cheat meals built into your diet?
Lasagna, ice
Oh,
cream, and
that
well, it
sounds
has to
like
be
more than
gluten-free ice cream. But
okay. That sounds like more than one thing, but okay.
and if I can remember, oh, I put sugar on lemons and cut them in half. It's a big
Okay.
weakness.
Interesting. That's I've never even thought about. Like I'm hardly any sugar. The only carb spike I'll take is banana with peanut butter, like a tablespoon of peanut butter.
Oh, you're savage. You're
Oh yeah,
savage.
you know you gotta. It is what it is. You gains, buddy. You know. So, obviously with building my brand of focus, it's focused on not just the physical aspect, but the mental aspect as well.
Yes,
And
sir.
obviously, with everything that's going on right now, how do you take into account what you're taking in mentally? Because you're young and you see what's going on and you can understand what's going on. How does that affect you mentally? If it does, it might not. I know how strong you are, but mentally we can't look at each other's brains and say someone's strong like that. How does this make you feel with everything that's going on?
Um, I feel like anybody, I want to say any black person, but it should be anybody, any humane person in general with
Mm.
sympathy or empathy. But it's sickening, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It was happening before I was here, and it's going to happen way after I'm here. But as long as people keep voicing their opinions and not just being pushovers, I'll be okay with it. I'm going to be sad. It's life that happens. I'm
Right,
not saying it's right, but it's going to happen.
right. No, I
I've just been
understand.
trying to keep a strong mind, make sure I'm minding the business that pays me and worrying about my little family. That's all I'm worried about. Make sure for my generation that my little daughter understands, like, look, they may not like you, but you still like them because we're not like them. If you get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to push
No,
fingers
I
or
get it.
anything. Just a
I
general idea.
definitely get it. No, again, like I said, I was very proud to have you on the show because to see your growth, and beyond the joking around, that's beyond my teachings. I only had you for 2 years, so I can't take that much credit. I know how strong your father is, so it's just good to see, especially now with like I said, with everything going on. When it comes to the mental aspect of it, what do you tell people who are beginners, people who are just getting into fitness, maybe people who are first time, um, like a first time session with you? Because as you know, everything is mental. It's easy to do
Right.
the physical part. Everything is mental. So what do you tell them walking into something maybe that this is the first time doing it?
I am your friend. If you do something wrong, I will let you know something you do wrong. You do something good, I will let you know. But I'm never here to judge you.
Okay,
I'll walk
very
you
very
through it.
succinct. Right to the point. This is weird. Again, so like I said before, I've known Skiro since he was in high school because I had the pleasure of coaching him. But this is the least amount of talking he's done since I've known him because he could talk all day. So this is very interesting for me for him to be this quiet. So um, what I know, where did the name? So everyone who knows, and your information will be put up on this on IGTV after this as well. But Diamond Strong Nation, where did the name come from? What inspired you to make that? And what's the emphasis behind it? Where did it come from?
I'll start with like the emphasis slash voice. So the
Mm-hmm.
emphasis is it's not all about fitness. It's just the idea of being a diamond. So diamonds are built from little dirty, stupid rocks, probably not even worth 10 cents, but under extreme pressure, things that happen, life, things happen, and diamonds are built just like the rose that grew from concrete. So you have to stay fine tuned. Make sure that you're following your guidelines because things are going to happen trying to make you go off course. Stay on your course. That's just my big philosophy. Just stay on your course. Mind the business that pays you, and 99.9% of the time, nothing will happen to you.
True, very true. Now, what do you have coming up? Anything big coming up that you have? Like, Any news that you can share with us that you have business
Um,
wise, training wise?
Trying to find a new partner for some merch. So
Okay.
be on the lookout for that. Book bags, hoodies, booty shorts, things like that. Girls love to wear those. I'm trying to get a new website because the one I had, I don't like how they do things. So I'm trying to get a new website, pushing that through. Got a nice little tech guy to take that care of that for me, and a lot more good content, like good pristine content. I don't want to drop a YouTube yet because I feel like YouTube's so dried out, washed out. People lie on there too much. So I'll stick to Instagram.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. Um, since we'll wrap it up, but what would you leave everyone with as far as like, a good gem? It could be fitness related, it could be kind of your, again, back to your philosophy or kind of just how you feel about fitness and kind of, what inspires you and what motivates you.
Um, I'm so fitness in general. Fitness is not about benching 315, doing 1,000 push-ups, doing great feats like everyone likes to see on Instagram. Little stupid things. I'm not saying stupid because I do stupid things of that nature, but love yourself and don't be scared to challenge yourself. I'll say that. Because if you're
Awesome.
not scared to challenge yourself, fitness will be a piece of cake because that's all fitness is, just challenging yourself.
Awesome. Well, Skiro, thank you for coming on. Like I said, I was very proud to have you on. Tell the people here what all your social media, website, whatever it is, go ahead and run it down for them.
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram at DiamondStrongNation, one word. You can add me my personal page on Instagram. Personal. Remind you, it's personal. So it's my actual personality. It is 2 underscores SJIV for Skyward Jordan the fourth. IV is a Roman numeral if you did not know. And you can follow me on Facebook or add me on Facebook, I guess, at Skyward Jordan the fourth. IV.
Awesome. Skiro, we'll be in touch after this is done. Again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you, boss. Appreciate you.
All right, see you, Skiro.
See you.
So I just laughed because, like I said, Skiro was a former player of mine. Great personality, great kid. I'm happy to see how successful he is right now and what he's going to become. So that's what's got me excited. I'm going to put all his information in the tagline when we put this on IGTV. This Friday, I'll have Coach G, Coach Gerard from Sweat DC, this Friday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you tune in this Friday. See you then.